Hi Saraswati, how are you?
Hi Rakesh, I'm doing good. How
Yeah,
about you?
I'm good too. Thank you. So, Saraswati, many congratulations to you for getting selected in multiple companies. I believe you have received the offers from 3 to 4 companies. So, how do you feel about
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
thank you. So I'm happy. Yeah, I have received four offers from one product-based company and three are from MNCs.
hmm
So yeah, I'm
that's great
feeling good
news.
about it.
Yeah, that's great
Yeah,
news. Is it possible for you to turn on the video?
yeah, my laptop has some camera issue. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, no worries. So, from the community behalf, we would like to know how many years of experience you have and a brief introduction if you can tell.
Yeah, so I have around 6 years of experience into both manual as well as automation. And I also have a career gap of around 2 years. So it was because of my personal reasons. So I took a break, and later, like from past 3 or 4 months, I have tried to do a lot of courses, especially on the Udemy, and work on a lot of hands-on projects so that I brush up my skills. And I have added my projects into Git and also on the resume.
Mm,
So I think, yeah, it has helped me.
great. So, can you tell us about how did you come to know about these companies and were all those virtual interviews or you had to go in person for these interviews?
Yeah, one was a walk-in that was for a product-based company.
Mm,
So I got to know about it on Naukri, and the other three companies I applied through Naukri only. So I got I think two companies I got a job invite on Naukri from HRs.
mm, mm, mm.
The other one company I had applied for it on my own on Naukri.
Okay. So, any tips and tricks you would like to share with the people who are watching this video about uh, how can we increase the frequency of getting calls from the Naukri.com?
So the first thing would be to keep the Naukri profile well updated. So we have many sections in the profile like profile headline, summary, key skills. So make sure to update all the fields and don't leave anything blank. And also in the key skills, make sure to add like the keywords which are shown most of the times in the job description, like rest assured, selenium automation, jira, jenkins, git, etc. And the next tip would be to keep updating the Naukri profile every day on a regular basis, and also consistently keep on applying every day for job. So we see I've been seeing that there are a lot of job postings nowadays on Naukri and
Mhm.
also on LinkedIn. So I think we have to consistently keep on applying. Like on an average, I used to apply for around at least 20 to 25 companies.
Every day.
So yeah,
Oh my God.
so I, I think effort should be consistent.
Mm,
Yeah.
great. So, can you tell me a few of the, I mean, brief us first about the interview rounds that happened in these 3 to 4 companies and what were the interview questions asked?
Yeah, so most of the companies nowadays have a client round.
Mm-hmm.
So the interview is like from what the client's requirement is. The especially the I like now since I got into a company, I'm getting idea because I have been selected as the interview panel, one of the interview panel.
Mm-hmm.
So
Great.
uh, um, according to the instruction I have been receiving, they say like client's requirement is so and so candidate. Like they give us they walk us through what the client is looking for in the candidate, like communication skills, like they should be able to speak good English, and they should be able to write programs that we give, and also uh, they must be strong in the basics,
Mm-hmm.
especially the oops concepts, and also collections, Java 8 features like lambda expressions, streams,
Mm-hmm.
and I am interviewing for Rest Assured, so I'll be speaking from that perspective. Though they know Selenium, and they are not very confident about Rest Assured, they have asked us to reject the candidate. So
Reject the candidates who
it is
don't know
based.
rest assured.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it is very like when we see the job description itself, we can get a very good idea of what the company is expecting. Like in the JD, if they have mentioned we are looking for candidates with this and this skill, then we should make sure that we are thorough with those concepts. And especially the other thing is like we should be perfect in the basics, because when we are not able to answer any basic question, I think it gives a negative impression to the interviewer. So we have to be strong in the basics of like Java,
Mm.
and also Selenium, and whatever like technology we are mentioning in the resume. And
Mm-hmm.
also like yeah, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Take care of technology. Okay. So how many interview rounds apart from client round? So client round may be the last round that you might be having in the company.
Yeah,
Apart
yeah,
from this, how many rounds they took?
yeah. So yeah, one of the product-based company, we I had 5 rounds.
Five
So it
rounds.
was yeah. So it was four technical rounds and one managerial round.
Mm.
So they asked like there was a coding round. Like there was a coding. First was yeah.
So
First 3 rounds, they asked a lot of coding related
questions.
questions.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
can you tell few of
mm,
the coding related interview questions that you got? And which is the programming language that you
yeah,
are comfortable with?
Java.
Java. Okay. Okay. Great.
Yeah. The coding questions were mostly from strings
Mm.
and regular expressions.
Mm.
So yeah. So first one was like we have they're giving like two strings. One is S1, say S1 is hello,
Mm.
and S2 is hello world.
Mm.
Um, Using regular expression, find if the string S1 is in string S2.
S1 is a part of subset of S2 or not?
Yeah.
Okay. What other
And
programs? Yeah.
yeah, and other question related to string. They give a string like S1 equal to, it contains special characters like exclamatory mark at hash dollar percentage, and also like it also contains numbers and alphabets. So they try to they ask if you can create three strings out of it, one string should contain only the special characters, the other should contain only numbers, and the third one should contain only the alphabets.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and the other question is like string say string s is equal to I am xyz,
Mm-hmm.
and they ask to reverse the string.
Mm-hmm.
There are spaces between I am I,
Mm-hmm.
no, like s1 equal to I space m space xyz.
Okay. And you need to
So
reverse the string with the spaces or
reverse it.
without. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to preserve the position of the spaces in original and the reverse string.
Mm. Okay.
And one more question is like they give a string which is like good morning, and they ask you to count the number of times G O N is repeating.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And mm, uh, they asked code related to arrays as well, like they give array and ask you to reverse the elements of the array.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And next related to lists, so they give two lists,
Mm.
and there are few items that is repeating in both the lists. So we have to create a third list which contains only the unique items from the given two lists.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Great.
Yeah, so basically the coding level difficulty level was like moderate. um, it was easy to moderate, so most of the companies.
In product-based companies, they do ask coding interview questions, and
Yeah.
yeah. But any more difficult question if you have faced, which you would like to share apart from these questions?
E- yeah, so I have received a few questions related to Selenium.
Mm.
So they were not like very direct questions.
Mm.
For example, what is the best way to store a web table in collection? Like which collection will you be using to store a web table?
Mm.
And
Mm.
another question related to Cucumber, like how do you pass empty values in Cucumber BDD data table?
How you do you pass? Which values?
Empty values.
Empty values. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And another question, um, there is a select drop down which contains a set of string values. Fetch all the string values from the drop down and sort it in ascending order.
So sending order.
Mm. And they ask you to go to a website like Amazon, Flipkart, and they give a web element and try to and ask you to write a XPath for that element.
Mm. Okay. So in the
And
interview, they will ask you to share your screen, open that website, and find the XPath.
mm,
Mm.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great.
And yeah. and they give you a end-to-end test case, like go to amazon.in, search for a product like iphone,
Mm.
and add a fifth item in the search result to cart, and go to the cart and verify if the item that we added exists in the cart.
Okay, fine. And these all questions were asked you like a virtual interview, or you were asked to go there in the company and they are
uh,
sharing. Yeah.
yeah, the first three technical rounds,
Mm.
they were in face to face.
Hmm.
The fourth round was virtual because it was an on-site round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was virtual.
Okay, okay, great. So, coming to the next question, how much hike did you receive after switching from the earlier company to the present new company in the terms of range or percentage, if you can share?
Um, I received a hike of around 45%.
Great, great.
Yeah,
So, what do you
so
feel about, yeah, yeah, you're telling something. Mm.
no, no.
Mm-hmm. So, what
Yeah,
do you
you
feel
go
about,
ahead.
yeah, so what do you feel about the current market situation, about the job market, about the jobs in software testing? Obviously, with respect to 2020-21, the job opportunities have been less, but what do you feel about the market? Is there any demand in software testing? Is the demand decreasing or is it increasing?
Um, I feel job market has been very positive this year.
Mm-hmm,
Um, and also, like if you open Naukri or LinkedIn, we can see a lot of job postings are there for testing, especially.
mm-hmm,
So I think we need to prepare well and attend the interviews. So I think everyone can land up in a good job.
mm-hmm. So, how would you suggest people or candidates who are looking for a switch or who are looking for job opportunities to make a kind of a to have a kind of a preparation in the entire day? How much time should they dedicate for studies? How much time should they dedicate for applying jobs?
Yeah. So I used to spend around 5 to 6 hours, for around 2 months. I spent 5 to 6 hours per day, and every morning from 8 to 9, I used to search for jobs on Naukri, LinkedIn portal, and I used to apply for jobs in the morning, and then I used to start preparing. I feel that since I had a career gap, it was very important for me to keep learning and brush up the topics and concepts. So I made sure that the preparation or the learning and applying for jobs go hand in hand. I made sure that, yeah.
Mm-hmm,
So and also, like the other thing is, whenever some interview doesn't go well, we may go feel low, and I made sure that I do an analysis of what went wrong, so that I can learn from what went wrong, and improve myself for the next interview. So yeah,
correct.
consistency matters a lot. Like we have to keep on trying. We shouldn't give up.
Mm, absolutely. So those are the golden words that you just mentioned. It's very difficult to try
Okay.
again once you get rejected in an interview, right? To because you have to put your
Yeah.
efforts again. You have to rebuild from scratch. You have to again start, again apply, again check whether you are getting calls or not. Wait for the calls to come, then go for those interviews.
Yeah.
It's a draining, you know, kind of a process. And with these many rounds, like 3 to 4 rounds, so I really appreciate that you've got a lot of courage, you've got a lot of patience in you, that despite being going through the various interviews and still you're applying daily for nearly 20-25 jobs. There are people who are applying
Yeah.
for 50-60 jobs. That's very difficult. Do you feel that the AI would be replacing the testing?
I don't think so. At least, uh, yeah, at least in next 5 years, up to next 5 years, I don't think so because, when the company goes to client and it tells like my product is being tested by AI and
Mm,
not by tester,
mm,
I don't think any client would be happy to hear that.
correct, correct.
So yeah,
So
so I
some
don't
kind
think
of
so. It is going to happen.
right, right. So some kind of human intelligence is required to do the testing, and
Yeah,
still,
but uh, we are
yes, yes,
not in a place. Yeah, we are not in a place yet where we can 100% rely on AI. Maybe
correct,
it can help testers a little, but not. We can't rely completely on it.
true, true, very true. Okay, so I think most of the things have been covered. Anything you would like to share with the people out in the community regarding testing jobs or opportunities?
Um, yeah. So consistently, like try to learn and do hands-on practice, especially on the coding problems. Try to learn. If suppose you are someone who don't likes program, then start slowly by practicing one or two programs a day. Try to solve it. Because in most of the like I have given around 20 to 25 interviews, and there was none of the round without a coding problem. So though we are testers, like the industry is expecting us to have coding skills. So yeah, so try to dedicate some time for learning or revising the concepts every day. And yeah, I think that will help you to land in your dream jobs.
Mhm. Okay, okay, great. That's a good piece of advice, and I fully agree with you. Coding practices required very it is very much mandatory because those would be asked. Coding interview questions would be asked in the companies.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So that's it, Saraswati. Thank you so much for coming on our channel and sharing your success story with us. And once again, many congratulations to you. Right.
yeah, thanks a lot. And I have started watching mock interviews and success stories on your channel. Like even before I started preparing for interviews, so it has been helpful for me. Though I had this career gap, I was able to clear many interviews because I was watching your interview videos, and I really appreciate like the help you're doing to the testing community as well. Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so
thanks a
much.
lot.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.